think. Oh. Wow. Oh, it's the same thing I have already.
Those who
let's go repair.
Hello again. What can I...
Alright, let's move on. Trying not to use all that much power. Oh, boss fight.
Ambush!
Wow, dude.
Stomach to face me! Do that again.
Boy.
Not possible. Do that yet. Watch out for those fists! I'll have to watch out for those fists! Possible! Needs more time. Watch out for those fists!
Boy.
Do that yet.
Bigger they fall.
It is finished. My people are avenged.
And behold, here come your kin.
My lord.
It would appear that you have done our work for us, Balaram.
Not I, Lord Gwaihir. Your thanks belong to these three. Andriel, Farin, and Aradan. It is they who rid us of Baghrissar.
The same three that saved you at Fornost.
Indeed. A remarkable chance that we should meet again.
If chance it was, your fates seem strangely intertwined. But be that as it may, we are doubly grateful to you. First for saving the life of Balaram, and now for slaying the giant.
Happy to have helped, but we're looking for a servant of the Dark Lord. A man called Agandaur. Have you seen any sign of him?
Balaram has told us of that one, but we do not know where he can be found.
We found Agandaur's emblem on some of the enemies we killed here.
Then he may well have been here. But what led you to search for him in these remote moors?
Elrond Half-Elfen sent us. He had a feeling the enemy might be gathering here.
I will not question the wisdom of Master Elrond. He sees much that is hidden from others. Yet I fear you have come too late to find Agandaur. We have searched the Ettenmoors thoroughly in our hunt for Bargrazar, yet we have seen no sign of this servant of the Dark Lord. If he was here, we can be reasonably certain he is here no longer. My people will work to disperse the enemy forces that remain in the moors. We will be on guard against the return of Agandaur.
Then we should return to Elrond at Imladris. He will be anxious for news, and we have already been long away.
I will arrange for a messenger.
My lord, I owe my life to these three, and I too believe Agandaur to be a grave threat to the free peoples of the North, Eagles no less so than any other. If you would grant me leave, I wish to accompany them and aid them in their quest.
You ask a great deal, Balaram. I may have need for all my followers soon. Yet I perceive a great destiny awaits these three, and it seems you are now part of it. Very well. I will grant you permission to join with them for as long as you see fit.
Unless Balaram plans to carry his friends like sheep in his talons, he will need help. If it pleases you, my lord, I will gladly accompany them as well.
I too have a stake in this quest. Let me be the third.
So be it. 3 who cleave the air to match 3 who walk the earth. May fortune favor you all. Arminel, Barenthor, you shall be at Balaram's command. Obey his word until such time as you return to us. Now I must depart. Many forces are at work across Middle-earth, and many events take shape. I must consider what part the Eagles will play in them.
I really like how they drew a similarity between... I just realized this now. I really like how they drew the similarity between 9 companions in a fellowship of the ring to match the 9 ring wraiths for just Lord of the Rings. And then they drew that similarity with these 3 eagles to cleave the air to match the 3 defenders of Middle-earth, or whatever he said. Like, they drew that similarity there, and I didn't realize that until now. That's awesome. That is so epic.
Farewell wherever you fare, Lord Gwaihir.
That's so badass.
You return at last. We grew concerned for you. I fear you have missed your chance to say farewell to the members of the Fellowship, for they have departed. Clearly you found danger in the Ettenmoors, yet you have returned safely, and in the company of 3 of the Great Eagles, no less. There is a story behind this, and I am eager to hear it.
You might not feel that way once the story's told. It's worse than we thought out there. Your Rivendell might be in grave danger.
That much I have known since the day Sauron's Nazgul came almost to our very door. We must assume the location of Imladris is a secret no longer. I fully expect the enemy will move against us ere long.
It may be worse than you think. We found trolls and orcs aplenty in the moors, and they were led by a renegade stone giant.
He had made attacks against Gwaihir's people.
With the help of the eagle Balaram, we were able to make an end of the giant.
That was well done, but this is troubling. Why would a stone giant act in this manner? They have never been hostile to free folk before.
We took these tokens from some of our fallen foes.
Some of them bear the Black Raven emblem of Agandaur.
Then we can be certain he is behind the giant's descent into evil. But there are also other tokens here I recognize. These are the marks of the orcs of Mount Gundabad, far to the north.
Mount Gundabad? What do you know of that place?
It is a great peak that stands far to the north, at the meeting point of the Misty Mountains and the Grey Mountains. Once, Gundabad was a delving of the dwarves, but it was abandoned long ago. It has since become a stronghold of the orcs. It would be hard-pressed to find a more dangerous location in all the north.
Could Agandaur be a threat to the Ringbearer?
Perhaps, but the Company of the Ring is bound southward, away from the regions where we believe Agandaur to be. We can hope that he has no thought for the Ring. Indeed, I doubt he even knows of it.
Why wouldn't Agandaur know about the Ring? He is deep in the councils of the Dark Lord, after all.
Do not forget, for all his power, Agandaur is a mortal man. As bound as he is to the Dark Lord, he is not a slave to his will, as are the Ringwraiths. Were Agandaur to discover the Ring, he would certainly be tempted to claim it as his own. I doubt Sauron would take such a risk.
If the orcs of Mount Gundabad are serving Agandaur, maybe we can find him there.
It may well be. From Mount Gundabad, the orcs have many tunnels and secret pathways connecting the hidden mines and orc holds of the Misty Mountains. The orcs can move along those routes in great numbers without being seen. If Agandaur is raising an army to fight for his master in the north, it is certain he will have traveled to Gundabad. The evidence you have uncovered confirms this to be so, yet we have no way of knowing if he is there still.
Perhaps not, but we should not sit idle waiting for him to begin the war on his terms. At the very least, we might learn what the orcs are planning.
To walk into such an orc-infested pit as Mount Gundabad would seem like folly, but you have proven your skill and daring many times over. And too, you have the eagles to aid you. It may be that you will find a way to take the enemy by surprise. It is certain that, were you to destroy Agandaur, you would cut the heart from Sauron's plan to make war in the north.
But what about Frodo? Maybe we'd be better off doing something to help him on his quest.
That die is cast. We must abide the consequences, for good or ill. There is nothing more we here can do but to look to our own defense.
What will you do?
We will continue to plan for the defense of Imladris. The enemy will not find us unprepared. I will send warnings to such allies as we have. There is strength to be found in Imladris still, but in truth, you three may be our best hope.
Oh, well, then since you put it that way, I guess we best be about it. We're off to Mount Gundabad.
Your courage is commendable, but be certain you are well prepared. Mount Gundabad will not be forgiving of the unwary. Farewell, and may the stars shine upon your path.
Hello again. What...
Those who ven-
Whoops.
Those who
That is actually definitely an upgrade I'll take. Reduced wear 300%. Damage for spider. We're about to go into spider area here soon. Ooh. Oh man. Yep. $236 plus 16 damage. That is definite upgrade. No questions asked. Elven River Ring, 25 power. Again, purchasing all the rings I can because you can wear them for different situations. Sure. Yeah, that's a kind of a huge upgrade. Same with that.
Those who venture.
There, now I'm rocking 753 armor. Almost 400 health, not bad.
I am grateful to you, valiant dwarf. Even our high areas were threatened by the giant Bargrasar. You have my thanks.
I wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about your leader, Gwaihir.
Gwaihir is the Lord of the Eagles. He can outfly the North Wind, and his word is law. Long ages of the world have passed since ancient Thorondor, first and greatest of Eagle Lords, soared over Middle-earth. But Gwaihir is the mightiest descendant of that line. He is wise and sees much that others miss.
You Eagles will be a great help to us, that's certain. But I'm curious why you volunteered to join with us.
It was enough for me that Balaram wished to join you. But there is also this. One of the Eagles the stone giant slew was my own father. You avenged him, and for that act alone I would bear any of you to the farthest ends of Middle-earth. And though Bargrasar is gone, I still burn with the need for vengeance against the master that sent him against us. Agandar. Your enemy is my enemy. I will not rest until he is brought down.
We're bound for Mount Gundabad, a long way from the sound of it. Are you ready for such a trip?
We are strong and rested. Balaram awaits you whenever you wish to depart. He is our leader in this venture.
I want to talk to Liam O'Brien, Eagle Edition.
It is a fine day for flying, don't you think?
Is Balaram your kin?
No, but he has always guided me. Balaram taught me tricks of the air and secrets of the wind. We often hunt together. He's shown me the fine art of snatching a wild sheep from the side of a mountain. and how to dive upon a wolf and pluck hairs from its tail. Wherever Balaram leads, I will follow.
I will follow.
Great eagles are no beasts of burden, Baron Thor. Are you sure you're willing to keep carrying us?
I am more than willing. I had long begged the Windlord for a chance to prove myself. I don't fear orc, goblin, or troll. Let's return to the air and put fear into the hearts of our enemies. It is a grand adventure.
Would you be one of the eagles that carried Bilbo and the dwarves to safety during their quest?
I haven't met Bilbo, though I've heard much about him. My father was one of those who carried a dwarf, and later fought in the Battle of Five Armies. I was considered too young and inexperienced to take part in the battle. I have much to do if I'm to match my father's fame and valor.
What can you tell me about Mount Gundabad?
I've never been there, but I know it's a high peak that lies far to the north, on the edge of the frozen wastes, and that it has long been infested with orcs. We do not nest there. When the north wind blows across the wastes, it racks the mountain with blizzards, driven by fierce gales. But I will not be daunted by the north wind.
Alright. Alright, Balaram. Hold up a second.
Those who venture in...
Gundabad awaits us.
What'll be waiting for us at Mount Gundabad?
I can tell you little. The stronghold of Gundabad is carved into a great mountain peak covered in snow and ice. We rarely fly that far north because of the treacherous winds and blizzards that howl from the frozen wastes beyond. It is an ancient abode of enemies, and we must approach it with the greatest caution.
Maybe we've bitten off more than we can chew. What chance do you think we have?
3 alone cannot hope to stand against all the orcs of Gundabad. Only stealth will serve you. We must search out a secret way that will not pit you directly against your foes, or you will stir up a hornet's nest such as you cannot imagine. I have seen you 3 triumph against desperate odds. If you cannot find a way, then no one can. My companions and I will be there to help as best we may, but once you enter the confines of Gundabad, there will be little that we can do.
We'll keep that in mind. Farewell for now.
Those who venture into...